Yeah, I was in her VH1 special. Behind the Music.
Yeah, tell me about that. Yeah, I remember. Were you in it?
Yeah. They interviewed me for 45 minutes, and I got 2 quotes.
But you're on, well, that's kind of cool.
It is cool. That might have been my, 2 sentences of fame.
Now, what did you say?
I said she was red hot to get her career started. That was why she left school. And that she was doing a lot of cover tunes at Ken's by George restaurant that was around in Boston at the time.
So, do you keep in touch with her? Or?
We ended up playing at the same festival. I think it was in '91.
I mean, you guys definitely have a kinship. I mean, you're both
we went through
guitarists.
We went through the college thing together.
Yeah.
So we were inseparable at the time. I mean, our circle of friends were just together constantly.
Wow.
And she was only there 3 semesters, but we were very close at the time. And then, like a lot of college people do, you fall out of touch. Then she becomes huge and famous, and you feel funny. It's like, hi, remember me? Can I open for you sometime?
Not to put you on the spot, do you wish your life went the way her life went?
Well, yeah, when it first happened, I was jealous as hell.
I would think.
Because I always thought...
I give you credit for being so... Not that this will be a focus on the thing, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're growing up...
We like our friends, but...
Yeah, and when you're a kid, you think if you're great at something, you'll be recognized and you'll be rich and famous because of it. But being a great musician doesn't always equal riches and fame. Some people are famous for smiling.
Right.
And they can't do anything.
Although she's the real deal.
Oh, yeah, she's an awesome performer. But, I always thought, well, she just met the right people at the right time, which is like winning the lottery. So incredibly lucky.
Been you, right?
I wished it was easy. I wish it could have been me. And in a way, if she got to do it the way she wanted to do it, you know how record companies and producers can change somebody, and you don't feel like you're yourself. It seems like she got in with a good core group of people, and that Island Records, and specifically Chris Blackwell, took very good care of her. And she was able to stay with them. They not only did artist development, they held on to her.
Right.
And they spend, a major label will spend millions of dollars a year in promotion to just get someone's name out, to get them to be known in the world.
Yeah.
And then eventually, by the time she hit cover of TV Guide, she was a household name.
Yeah.
But it took them like 6-7 years to break her. So that's why it takes us independents so long, because we don't have those kinds of resources, and you can't keep it going all the time. So it was really difficult for me for a long time. And then even when I was almost on the road with Pat Metheny, that was a very disappointing thing when that fell through, because I just adore him as a musician, and I wanted to be around a great musician like that. I wanted to learn from him. And out of 32 people who had submitted tapes to go out on this tour and be his rhythm guitarist, it came down to me and this other guy that he chose because he had touring experience. And then he regretted it because the guy had a big ego, and the rest of the band couldn't wait to get me in on it, but then they were going to Europe. And then it turned out for budget reasons they didn't want to take 11 people to Europe.
Wow.
It was a big band. It was for the Secret Story Tour in 1993.
Wow.
And it was incredibly powerful music that I would have loved to have been a part on, but then it turned out that they let the drummer's wife pretend she was playing guitar, and that everybody was playing with a time-coded DAT, and I went, maybe I shouldn't be disappointed that I didn't get picked to just pretend I was playing. I thought this was going to be the real thing. It was so much orchestrated stuff that Pat wanted it to come off right. And here I was, sixth row in the Orpheum, going...
She's not what?
Well, she wasn't in it at the time, but I got to go to 2 shows and go backstage and see everybody. And I'm thinking, why don't I hear the sound of this room? It feels like they're playing the album in this room.
Wow.
This sounds so much like the record, the timbre of the strings. And the guy that was doing all the transcribing told me, yes, it's a time-coded DAT. Nobody's playing but Pat. Well, I don't think he's done it since, but, even our Beatle band, we use sequences and play along with stuff because you want the horns, you want the strings, you want the bus sound in Magical Mystery Tour, you want the airplane sound in USSR. So, a lot of things are canned, I guess, but live vocals.
Well, you wouldn't expect
live
from
guitars.
someone like Pat Metheny.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, good for you. So there was a blessing to that.
So maybe it wasn't so bad. It just didn't have to do all the crazy traveling in a bus or something across the Atlantic.
No, actually, we're near the tail end of this. Too True. Tell me a little bit about this line.
That was a name that Cindy Brown and I think she actually came up with the name back in 1987. when we needed
you
a
guys
name.
Been around for a while.
Yeah, when we needed a name to sort of be our name of our umbrella term.
Does the name mean anything?
I think it was just a play on the lettering of, you know, we sing about real life things, you know.
It's not your two Truman Capotes, or...
Oh, yeah, no. It's funny, too, because I don't like when things aren't spelled right, but there it is.
Now, would you describe the sounds of this?
It's a mixture of all our favorite stuff.
Okay.
The Fleetwood Mac, James Taylor, Beatles, Carly Simon.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Suzanne Vega, sort of.
Okay, Suzanne.
Yeah.
I think Brett, in his story, although I might be wrong, referred to you guys as a progressive duo?
Yeah, I think art rock and alternative rock is a good explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because your influences there really don't fall in that category. That's why I asked that.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
Cindy's
Suzanne.
Cindy's influences are more Pink Floyd and a lot of the ethereal type bands.
So that's pretty much it, Lauren. Unless you didn't eat your cookie yet.
Yeah, I'm still working on the tea too. It looks like.
You want me to buy you another cookie?
No. Take a doggy bag for the rest.
Is there anything you'd like to add about your wonderful career as a legendary musician and role model to many? Any regrets that you took the education career rather than the performance career?
No, because I'm such a homebody. You know, I just love working in my studio and creating the movie. You know, I love the records. I love the layers of sounds and things like that. I would like to do more original shows, you know, just to connect
there's an area around
music.
here. There's stuff that goes on around here.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if you're going to get rich on it, or I don't really know if that's a concern of yours yet.
Yeah, no, I think it's easier to get rich doing many other things than trying to do that for rich. But
I mean, you just want to hear people hear the stuff.
Yeah, to share the music is a wonderful thing. Yeah.
No, there's definitely.
I love performing.
Definitely a few venues you can check and avenues you can go in this area on both routes, the Beatles route and this route. So well, good.
Cool.
And I do want to get some pictures of you, although